Chapter 6. Dressing Up the Beauty. Inside Chun-Ji's haunted house, there were only two horror scenarios: Night of the Revived Jonksher and Ghost Marriage. The Black Phone had judged Night of the Revived Jonksher to be completely ineffective. Chen-Gu had reflected on it himself as well. The scene really did have a lot of problems. More importantly, to fully bring it to life, it would require at least 3 staff members working together. Xiao Wan, today's theme is Ghost Marriage. In a bit, I'm going to adjust the sound effects for this scene. When you're acting as the ghost, remember to cover your ears tightly. Also, let me do your makeup myself today. Boss, you know how to do makeup too? Xiao Wan grinned mischievously. All right then. But don't turn me into some kind of monster. Don't worry. I'll make you so beautiful people won't be able to breathe. The two entered the dressing room. Chen-Gu guided Xiao Wan into the chair in front of the mirror and gently brushed his fingers across her face. Activate basic talent skill, mortuary makeup. As he looked at the youthful, adorable girl reflected in the mirror, fragments of memory that didn't belong to him slowly surfaced in his mind. They were chaotic and disordered, not only techniques of color coordination and makeup application, but also theories of dental and facial structure, basic human anatomy, skeletal composition, and even the study of death. Boss, do you actually know how to do makeup? 30 seconds passed. Seated before the mirror, Su-Wan felt the unfamiliar warmth lingering on her face. Watching his hands move across her reflection, her heart suddenly began to race. Embarrassment crept up on her before she realized it. A good makeup artist designs different styles for different faces. Xiao Wan, your facial proportions are excellent. There wasn't a trace of improper thought in Chun-Ji's mind. Ever since activating mortuary makeup, Su-Wan had become, in his eyes, nothing more than a corpse. Clips, razors, medical pliers, sutures, alcohol, anti-decomposition agents. We don't have any of that here. Looks like I'll have to settle for basic makeup. Chen-Gu muttered to himself. Su-Wan, sitting in the chair, was thoroughly unnerved. No matter how hard she tried, she couldn't understand why applying makeup for a haunted house performer would require such terrifying items. She felt a little scared but didn't dare refuse. All she could do was tilt her head slightly, sneak glances at her boss, and pray silently. There's only one shade of foundation. If the blush is too bright, it'll look harsh. Where did the lipstick go? Chen-Gu murmured under his breath and finally began mixing colors. His movements were smooth and practiced. His fingers moved with confidence, and his sense of color was remarkably precise. He looked nothing like a shut-in who had supposedly never touched makeup in his life. Even Su-Wan found the scene unbelievable. This entire process of mixing and layering makeup. She had never seen anything like it before. Boss, I feel like you don't need to push yourself this hard. It's pitch black inside the haunted house anyway. The customers probably won't even notice. Stop moving. Before Su-Wan could finish speaking, Chen-Gu had already applied the foundation and brushed on the custom eyeshadow mixture. With only a few strokes and a simple line of eyeliner, Su-Wan's entire aura changed. There was suddenly something colder about her. Something mysterious. She had wanted to keep arguing, but when she saw herself in the mirror, her small mouth slowly parted in surprise. Everyone is drawn to beauty. Women especially. Cherry pink by itself feels too flat. It doesn't carry enough emotion. But once you add the red of hibiscus flowers, everything changes. These two colors fit together perfectly, as if they were created for each other. As he explained casually, Chen-gu brushed the blush onto the back of his own hand. Boss, what are you doing? Our haunted house uses cheap blush. It's too harsh, doesn't leave an impression, doesn't stand out. So I soften it on my hand first. His touch was gentle. A moment later, the blush became noticeably smoother, the powder taking on a softer, finer texture. By now, Suwon's mouth had fallen completely open. You've really been hiding your talents. Where did you even learn all this? I know a lot of things. Makeup and hairstyling are just hobbies.
Tian-Yi smiled.
Good things really did lift the spirit. The memories appearing in his mind had once again proven that the game on that black phone truly could influence reality. In just 10 minutes, Chen-gu finished Suwon's makeup. Go ahead, he said. Take a look in the mirror. Are you satisfied? Suwon lifted her eyes and looked up. It was as though a thin veil had just been drawn aside from the surface of the mirror. The figure within seemed to have stepped straight out of a painting, carrying the restrained, understated beauty of a classical Eastern woman. Yet somehow, faintly, something felt off. She stared at the mirror for a while, then couldn't help standing up completely. Looking at her own reflection, the expression on Suwon's face shifted from shock to fascination, before a sudden shiver ran through her body. Boss, I've never looked this beautiful before. Is that really me in the mirror? Of course. But... She hesitated and reached out to touch the mirror lightly. Why does it feel like I'm looking at a dead person? Suwon's words sent a chill through Chen-gu. At last, he realized what had felt different all along. Mortuary makeup existed to restore the beauty of the dead to its most perfect state. Chun-ji's makeup skills had never been meant for the living. Stop looking for now. The haunted house is about to open. Hurry and change into your costume, then head to the second floor, to the ghost wedding scene. Don't forget to wear the earpiece and do exactly as I told you. Chen-gu quickly changed the subject and sent Suwon away. Then he used the remaining time to finish the mannequin and paper figures in the ghost wedding set. Under the effects of mortuary makeup, every paper figure seemed to come alive, a faint spark of vitality emerging across their deathly faces. This will do for now. When I have time later, I'll repaint everything properly. Chen-gu packed up his toolkit and hurried downstairs. Before he even reached the entrance of the haunted house, he could already hear the voices of visitors outside. So you got tricked by that unethical guy too? Mad enough to start smoking? Fuck. My phone screen shattered when I dropped it. What do you think? You guys still got off easy. Me? I just pulled my pants down, slipped and tapped the wrong thing, and that video opened. Scared me so badly I launched straight out of bed. My parents heard the noise and thought I was having a nightmare, so they rushed in. Damn it! I was completely naked, holding a roll of toilet paper, and my parents just froze on the spot. Listening to the visitors' tearful complaints, Chen-gu tried hard not to laugh. He took a deep breath, put on a serious expression, and pushed open the haunted house doors. Welcome to my haunted house. Seeing the large crowd gathered outside, many of them apparently arriving fully armed for battle. Chun-Gu curled his lips into a grin. Little Chun, it's barely morning and you've already got a line this long? Not bad. The employee running the carousel nearby looked genuinely surprised. He had originally come over to greet Chun-Gu, but once he got closer, he realized something about the atmosphere among the visitors felt wrong. It's nothing special. The guests just really enjoy it. Chun-Gu shrugged and pulled aside the safety barrier. Who enjoys this? Shameless. I'm here to cause trouble, not to visit. So we found the culprit. You uploaded that short video last night, didn't you? Where's my knife? Where's my knife? The crowd's enthusiasm had become a little too intense, and things were starting to get out of hand. Chun-Gu immediately raised his voice. Since you're already here, why not come in and experience it for yourselves? The best way to calm fear is to overstimulate the senses. Fight poison with poison until you become numb to it. As for last night's video, I admit I didn't think it through. So how about this? Today, all haunted house tickets are 50% off. Ladies and gentlemen, don't miss this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Please like and subscribe to support the next part of the story. Thank you.